What up? It's me, Coach Lorena, formerly known as Coach Nat, and I'm back bragging about my motherfucking clients because they are amazing and it's easy to brag about them. So today I got Kristin joining me, and Kristin and I are about to smash our 1 year anniversary coming up here in a month or so. So, Kristin, welcome. I'm excited to hype you up and brag about all your wins. You've been crushing it. Tell us a little bit about you and what brought you to the Queer Gym.
I have always been a large person, and it's always been something I've struggled with. And I was kind of in a place where I had reached kind of the heaviest I had been, and I needed to make a change. So I did that on my own for like a month, and it just kind of wasn't happening the way I wanted it to. So I went on Instagram and started doing a little bit of research, and Lorena's page came up, and I was like, this sounds like it because as a queer person, it is often hard to find safe spaces. And it seemed like it would be a really good fit because I loved their vibe and I love just the information that I had. And literally, our first talk, I was like, all right, let's do it.
So from the jump, you're like, sounds gay. I'm in. Let's go.
Precisely.
What was life like before the Queer Gym? Like, how would you describe that?
I had just come out of surgery, a pretty large surgery, and I was heavy and recovery was not easy. And I was just kind of hobbling around and not very happy because I knew that I could make this decision and better my life. But for some reason, it was just kind of like hard to get there and hard to do it on my own. And so I just, I needed to find help to get going. And I was really out of shape. I didn't have much stamina. I was huffing and puffing after one set of stairs. Everything was harder. My knees hurt. My feet hurt. I had plantar fasciitis that made it really impossible for me to stand for long periods of time. I couldn't run. My asthma would just go crazy and just overall kind of not very strong in a lot of ways, but physically especially.
Yeah.
I was in the middle of a mental health storm and it is, it's something that I'll deal with my whole entire life and it's something that I manage daily. And Lorena is very up to date about my day-to-day fall aparts and crying, but I feel like I've gotten a much better kind of grip on things with a little more structure and a little more support and accountability. And it's really crossed over into the mental health aspect as well.
Yeah, I remember when you first signed up, you had just had surgery, and like the first 30 or 45 days, we were just really focused on like the stuff around, not like like everything else that we had going on.
I was so impatient. I kept saying, I'm going to talk to my doctor and figure out when I can start working out.
Were? Okay.
No, I like literally every day. I'm like, I really want to start working out. Like, I'm so like, nutrition's not a problem for me. I got this, but like, I need to just, and I did start earlier. I was like, can I just do something that doesn't involve that area? Like, I just won't do core, I promise.
I was like, your gut's gonna fall out, but okay. Before the Queer Gym, you were kind of just in this perfect shitstorm of mental health, physical health. What was the moment where you're like, fuck it, fucking done. I'm doing something about it. Let's go.
It was actually before I joined the gym. I had reached, I think 308 or 309, which is the highest I've ever weighed in my entire life. And that scared me because I knew if I continued that, my blood pressure was going to go skyrocket. And I knew that if I continued on this pathway and didn't do anything about it, like that'd be it for me. I didn't want to die young because of my choices. So, you know, I did what I knew how. I've had a lot of experience in nutrition and workout programs really. And this time I was like, I'm not doing this alone. I'm gonna, I'm gonna reach out, which is really hard to do.
It's a good mix of like, no one's coming to save you. It was up to you to make that choice. And also a balance of like support and guidance along the journey.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
basically, we make a kick ass team.
There you go. Yeah, we do.
So why the Queer Gym?
Queer gym felt safe. This is where I cry. um,
We cry a lot. You already know. But we,
I'm a huge crier. I cry every time we talk.
I saw a meme today. It had to do with therapy. And it was like, therapy's funny. It's like, hi, I'm here for my crying session, which is kind of what our coaching calls have been for the last year. And I'm cool with that.
I mean, but like every moment of my day is a crying session. It just involves other people sometimes.
Yeah. Well, I like crying. I'm someone that used to not like crying at all. And then I was like, crying's cool. And now I just do it all the time for fun sometimes too. So besides a safe space to cry, what was it about the queer gym that made you feel safe?
Just like as a queer person in a very unsafe world, just knowing that I would be surrounded by my people and my community, that's always very reassuring that like there won't be those judgments and I don't have to worry about things that I can and can't say, or I don't have to worry about like being myself. I can be authentically me and I'll know that it's okay in that space and actually not just okay, but like welcomed and accepted and sometimes applauded, you know? So that's a very good feeling to know that. And also just the support system within the group. You know, you join and the first thing that happens is you're introduced and everyone like welcomes you and says hi and we're excited you're here. And like when you're doing something scared, that's a really good feeling. To just know that you're already in a good community. And from our first phone call, I was like, yeah, the vibes are there. Like, this is the type of person that I would typically kind of like hang out with in real life.
I feel like every time we get a new member, everyone's like, "Hi, hi, welcome. Today's gonna suck. It's your first workout, but it's gonna get so much better. Welcome. Hi, where you from? What do you do? Are you into Dungeons and Dragons? Do you like theater? What do you like to do? Tell me. You have cats? You have dogs, fur babies? Tell me everything."
For me, when I welcome people, it's not just because I like want to be a welcoming space, but like there have been so many times in my life, but also queer life, where I haven't felt welcomed, where I haven't felt seen or heard and a little bit dismissed. And so it's really important for me to like open up a space for people to be there and to let them know that like you're okay and you're in a safe space. And to just be in a space and know that it's okay, like that is huge.
So, what about the queer gym surprised you?
Um I didn't expect it to be so hard at first, but I think the more surprising part was I didn't think that I'd ever get through it. I thought it was gonna be hard forever, and I actually noticed this yesterday that the things that I once thought were hard at the very beginning are now kind of my go-to calm down stretches or, like, the things that I love the most and things that, like, when I would do them for the first time, I was like, "I hate this, and it's painful, and it doesn't help me, and I don't know how to do it. I don't have the dexterity." And now I'm like, "Wow, I remember when I hated this, and I remember when this was so incredibly hard that I wanted to just stop." And, like, that's been big for me.
I'm gonna put you in the hot seat because you have struggled recognizing all the wins, and you're one of my most consistent, most winningest, is that a word? Winningest client with constant wins all the time. So I'm gonna give you 30 seconds. What's my
No.
phone? 30 seconds to list off all your wins. Ready? 3, 2, 1, hit it.
The more obvious one is I'm down 56 pounds, like, that's huge. I have more stamina. I put a goal to run for like a quarter mile and I'm at almost 3/4 of a mile without dying. I'm actually able to run without dying. My feet don't hurt. My plantar fasciitis is gone. I don't have knee pain anymore. My back is so much better. I feel a lot more comfortable in my body. My dysphoria is still there, but not as terrible. I just have more structure in my life. And it's deeper than just like a gym and working out. It's like it's a very emotional process, and I've just kind of, like, changed as a person overall, and the fact that I'm able to acknowledge my wins is also a win. Was that more than 30 seconds? I feel like it was.
30 seconds, and you forgot all the pant sizes you've dropped, all the clothes
My
that you need to
gosh.
donate and get rid of because it doesn't fit anymore,
My
and
ring size.
your ring size, and you forgot
My
about your
god.
environment.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that all kinda ties into, like, changed person. But yes, 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 all those things. My ring finger was a 10.5, and, like, to me, I was like, "Good lord, that is huge." And I'm at a 7.5 now. Like, I could not believe it when I sized myself. I was like, "Damn, this is back to, like, 10 years ago size." So, yeah, like, it's all the little things that I kind of, like, poo-poo at first, and now I'm like, those are major. That's not just something that happens overnight.
Yep. Proud of you. So how has the community at the Crib Gym played a role into all these fucking wins?
It's like the support that's there. Like, I share some very emotional things, and I do it without skipping a beat because I know that, 1, it's a supportive community, but also 2, like, if my story or my words can be of any help or, like, something people can relate to, then why not share it? And I don't want other people to feel like they're alone.
So if you could go back to a year ago,
God.
what would you tell yourself, knowing what you know now?
I mean, girl, you're gonna get yourself into something. This is not just a workout gym and nutrition gym. Like, it's really, like, life altering, and, like, I would just tell younger self, like, "Just hang in there. You got this. Like, you are capable, you are worthy, and you deserve a better life." And I would tell myself from, like, a month ago to, like, stop the bullshit and putting aside all the wins and the progress because, like, it's not little. Like, this is something within the last couple weeks that I've just really come to realization that, like, it is a big deal, and it's okay to acknowledge that it's a big deal. And, like, yes, it's still hard because I'm always, like, criticizing myself, but also, like, I'm worth it, and my health is worth it, my mental health is worth it, and those are things that I didn't see a year ago. Those are things that I couldn't see because I just wanted to give up, and not just on the gym, but, like, on life.
Well, I'm glad you didn't. And I also want to say that from this moment on, because of you, we will stop saying little wins because a win is a win is a win.
All progress is progress, baby.
So mark my words, internet, from this moment on at the QueerGym, we will never, ever, 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 ever say little wins. Don't call
They're
my
not
wins little,
little.
bitch, you know? All
They
wins
don't
are wins.
And I think a lot of times people have their goals and they're set on their goals and they can't see past that, the numbers and the things they want to achieve. And it's so much more than that. And like little steps toward that don't feel big, but like the fact that they're even doing the steps, like that's huge. And that's something that I wish I had realized. Again, it's one of the reasons why I like love hyping people so bad. Like I do it to you sometimes. Like
All the time.
I I want people to feel like they're doing well and that they're doing the right thing for themselves, and it's okay to listen to yourself and take care of yourself. Like, those are wins, acknowledging that, and, like, I think one of the biggest wins is, like, loving yourself.
Mic drop.
That's one of the things I told you in our very first call, and I remember that. I said, "I don't love myself.
You love yourself now, right?
I like who I'm becoming."
Most people can't say that. Great job. I'm really, 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 really proud of you. And I've learned a lot coaching you because, you know,
I push you.
you push me through. You push me.
But I'm also not afraid to tell you when I'm mad at you or, like, when you hurt my feelings or when I don't agree with you. Like, I'm not afraid with that because, like, that promotes healthy conversations and also it helps us grow. There's no point in me, like, ghosting you because I'm upset. First of all, childish. Second of all, I don't have time for that. You don't have time for that. We're not gonna play these fucking games where we're just running around each other. Like, that's dumb. It's a waste of my time. So, like, I'm not afraid to call you out. One, because I'm stubborn as fuck, but also two, because like, I'm not the only one growing. You're also growing, and we need to grow together, and that is just how it has to be. We can't grow if you don't grow.
And that's honestly why we make such a good team because you're stubborn as fuck to call me out of my shit. And I'm also stubborn as fuck on winning. And I'm like, I'll figure this shit out. If I got to figure out a different approach or a different language or a different strategy to push through what we got to push through right now, then I'm down. And we have both grown immensely in the last year because of that. So it's been
Also,
a win-win.
I feel like on the flip side, I also am very intentional about like applauding you and like hyping you because like,
True.
and it's not because I'm like trying to, butter you up or anything. Like it's honest and genuine because I feel like everyone needs to be acknowledged. So, like, just because you're the coach doesn't mean you're not human.
Thank you for giving me that space to be human because I haven't always been given that.
You have to.
You're amazing. We're amazing together. It's amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming on here and crying with me on our interview.
Did
It's
you
been
cry?
so fun. I stay crying around you. No, seriously, I think you're doing absolutely fucking amazing. And I just appreciate you being transparent and sharing your story with everybody. So thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, y'all. If you too want to come get you some of this tough love slash crybaby vibes all the time, come through. You know what to do. Talk to you later.